welcome to Rando Chats with Joleen. If you're joining, hit that like. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe. This is the show where I talk in a softer radio Delilah voice, and we talk about life, liberty, and the pursuit of just catching up. It is like a radio show from back in the day, and we talk about all things. Let me know what you want to talk about in the chat. This will be just a quick catch up so we can see how everyone is doing. And if you want to support the channel, Super Chat's a great way to do it while I'm live. You can also send a super thanks after, but just hitting that like helps me so much. And let me know you are here in the comments. Hello, Renee. Like. Fola's here. Jolene, thought you were going to go rest. I am waiting for Chell to come home. You're going to hear me do a little bit of laundry right now. I'm washing sheets, so if you hear things, this is kind of ASMR, home ASMR. I'm shaking out my sheets that got twisted in the washing machine, and I'm putting them in the dryer. But first, as Julie Chen says, the towels in the dryer aren't completely dry, so I have to put them on for longer. So let's turn the dryer on longer. Okay, let's see. How much longer do we want to go, guys? I'm putting it on high. Woo! Hello, Missy Thomas. My holiday was so great. It was very low key. Our families, are spread all out all over the United States. So we just had a Friendsgiving. We had our really good friends, Jake and Steve. They came. I've been friends with Jake for like 20 plus years, and he and his boyfriend Steve came, and they stayed with us for a couple days, and Steve cooked everything. Chell had to work on Thanksgiving, but he was off in the evening, so we kind of waited for him to have our Thanksgiving dinner. But we snacked and we gossiped, and what else did we do? We just had so much fun. We had a fire in the chimenea. We had a fire in the fireplace. My friends thought I was going to burn the house down because they have never seen this fireplace in action, and it's a gas fireplace that you have to turn the gas on, and then I stick a long lighter into the little fireplace, and it lights, but it goes and kind of up in flames. So I definitely scared my friends, and that was fun. But yes, how was all of your holidays? I have a little vlog I'm going to put out of my Thanksgiving. But it was just so chill. It was so fun. And then Friday, we just ate more turkey. Oh, we went and saw that new movie, The Menu. Oh my God, that movie's so good. If you haven't seen it, if you like something maybe a little bloody, maybe a little suspenseful, definitely suspenseful, go see The Menu. It was so good. Haru, it is very scary to turn on my fireplace. I need to get a fireplace with just a switch. Like my mom, Nana, has one where she just flicks it on. That sounded bad, but you know what I mean. But this is kind of like an old school fireplace. It's really big too. If I redid anything, I would probably get a smaller fireplace because it's a little ostentatious, if you will. Maybe that's not the right word, but you know what I'm saying. It's just a little too much. But it's a nice focal point for the house. Yeah, Nana loves a flick. But definitely see The Menu. I thought that movie was very good. The actors are fantastic in it. I didn't know anything about it. My friend Jake is like a movie buff, and so he picked it out, and I was pleasantly surprised. I'm out of my laundry room now, so hopefully the sound will be better. Pleasantly surprised by all of that. So we just hung out. We had a good time. Oh my God. My friend Jake he likes watching trash TV like I do, right? Probably not as trashy, but I was telling him about the YouTube trash I watch from time to time. You guys know what I'm talking about. And explaining it to him it was amazing because his face was like, oh my God, laughing because I broke it down by character, all the characters, like this one used to be, a prostitute and now works here. And then the boyfriend may or may not have done human trafficking and may or may not be in jail. And they may or may not have interviewed his sister. Okay. Then this one falls asleep during live. She may or may not have guns under her couch. She doesn't always make sense. People say she bought her subs, you know. And then this one also falls asleep on lives, speaks drunkenly, moved to a different sector of YouTube, may or may not have a husband in the house, and likes to bully people online. And then this one, so I was just explaining all of the characters, and my friend was like, oh, okay, yeah. And I was like, and this one says he's a celebrity blogger, and that he has over 100K followers on all these platforms, but they're bought, and he faked a S attempt and all this stuff, and he has a husband, and they basically grift women out of money. And he's like, all right. And then another one hangs out in cemeteries, and one drives a truck, and there's all these people, and then there's a nurse. And it was interesting because one of my friends is a nurse himself. He's like the head, I don't want to dox him, but he's like the head nurse at this place. Anyways, he's kind of like a big deal. Okay. So I was asking him questions. Hi, Daddy's Disappointment. About, what could the nurse get in trouble for? Because if you guys haven't been watching some of the drama tube trash with all these ladies who were ex-hags, they used to be John Yates hags, and now they're all not. Some of them still, actually, I don't think any of them are anymore. So they say. Well, anyways, the Texas nurse who likes ET and liquor, she allegedly was behind. So this was all dropping as my friends were in town. And I got like a notification, someone was live, and I looked and I was like, oh, it's interesting. And I checked the Reddit, shout out to Bottom Feeders. I did take a look at Bottom Feeders because I feel like obviously the John Yates Reddit, thankfully, are not covering any of this trash because it's bottom feeder stuff. Turns out the nurse was behind. How? So Broken on Blast, the nurse was behind the people allegedly being sent over to the human trafficker lady's house. So the single white squirrel, don't mind me, I'm just going in my fridge. Apparently single white squirrel, she had for a while pizzas being sent to her, like I had pizza sent to me, and then she had other things happen or had to change her number. I don't know. But the nurse told this truck driver lady to do it, and the truck driver lady's not friends with her anymore. So the truck driver lady was like, I'm going to put it all out on Front Street. And she did. And she showed the messages where a nurse is saying, yeah, let's ruin her. Let's get all these guys to show up at her house. I'm like, oh my gosh, right? It was challenging to explain. I gotta get myself a Waterloo. So I'm gonna lay down and talk to you guys because why not? Okay. So that's what came out. I mean, all this stuff was dropping. These ladies didn't even have time to spend it with their loved ones, you guys. They were too busy outing each other. I can't keep up with who's friend and who's not friends because it's like the hag world. So it's all these ex-John Yates hags. They all have their own channels now. They're all making more money than him. It's so insane. And now Single White Squirrel so now she knows that her girlfriend, the love of her life, the nurse. So there's this squirrel lady. If you guys don't know, okay, there's a squirrel, Single White Squirrel. And she's a very sad woman. She's like 54 and she sits at home in her studio apartment and she eats cheesecake made by her enemy's enemy. And she loves it. And all she does is talk about this lady named Cemetery Jen. So there's a lady that lives in a cemetery. She doesn't really, but she's been accosted there by the police a few times. So Busy calls her Cemetery Jen. And she's always going live about Cemetery Jen. She's like obsessed with her. And none of her little followers think that's weird. Like maybe be obsessed with a job or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or like a hobby or a job, more than you are with other people. But she's not. So she is just going live, and she's now hanging out with Holly White and the lady who has guns allegedly in her couch, and all these like cuckoo bananas people, and someone named Soup Bowl Head, or someone has a soup bowl for a head, and it is so crazy. And so they're going live, and they're like, hey, we're gonna go after Cemetery Jen and her truck driver friend and their other friend who's not a man, a woman, because apparently some guys in MobTube think that this woman, their friend, her name is like, I forget, Slytherin or something, okay? And they thought she was a guy. So all these women, these ex-hags, have their own channels, and they pop back and forth. I'm friends with you, I'm friends with you, no, I'm friends with you, no, I'm friends with you. And they're all like 60, okay? Yeah, right, be obsessed with dogs or a job. Like, it's amazing these people are like, I can't work. Well, you're doing a lot of work online. That's a lot of work. I would say be a contributing member to society. Pay taxes, do things. It's the most American thing you can do. Vote, pay taxes. But maybe we got some felons in the group, allegedly, possibly. So they're going back and forth. Okay. So now the squirrel lady and this gun lady are, going live together for like 12 hours. And they're going against the cemetery lady, the truck driver, and their friend, Slytherin. And oh my goodness. So then they decided, it's just been such a mess, you guys. So then they decided, I couldn't keep up with it because I have a life, but for what I could keep up with, here's what I've gathered, okay? The squirrel lady's feeling very popular. She's like, I'm head of the class. I'm popular. I'm a quarterback. I'm never last picked. Yes, I am. I'm a cheerleading chick. No, I wasn't. She's fat shaming people, but allegedly she had surgery for weight loss. It's crazy. These women are so mean to each other. They're just tray rude, okay? She has now teamed up with this other side. Apparently, these ladies, how many times can I say apparently? Apparently, the same ladies that caused her to have her own mental health crisis last year and write their names on her arm, she is now teamed up with. Oh my God, teamed up with, you guys. Debbie, 30 hours. I know. It's like, when do you go poo poo? You have to like have healthy bowels. Okay. So teams up with these people that she said pushed her to the edge where she wrote their names with Sharpie. These women who just have been going at her, according to her. And now they're best friends. We've forgiven. We moved on. Wow. These people, I mean, 1 minute they have restraining orders on each other. The next minute they're best friends. It is insane in the membrane. Right? It does remind me of Daddy's Disappointment. Yes. Of schoolyard friendships. Everybody's your friend until they decide they don't like you. So one day, the squirrel decides. So this news comes out about the nurse, which, if you don't know, the squirrel lady is obsessed with the nurse. She's like so in love with her. She wants to wear her skin. She thinks she's the prettiest lady that ever existed. That's her dots, or her Dottenheimer. It's her person, when she's not working and harassing people online. She's when she's not doing that, she's talking about her friendship with the nurse, which sadly they weren't friends anymore because of John Yates came between them. But now they're both hate John Yates. But this information came out that the squirrel lady, single white squirrel, the single white female to the nurse, that the nurse was behind the squirrel getting harassed on her phone. And the nurse lady was like, yeah, I want to see tons. According to the cemetery gen lady, drones, not droves, drones of creepy men show up at her house. She wanted her to be exposed because the squirrel lady said that the nurse's daughter did weed. Apparently that's just, don't talk about my kids. Everyone says, don't talk about the kids, yet they all talk about each other's kids. I want to do my content, yet they never have done any content. They all say they want to get back to this content that just doesn't exist, okay? Your content is hate speech. That's your content, all right? So she finds out that the nurse has stabbed her in the back. She was like, I finally found the love of a lifetime. And then she sees the truck driver lady posts and says, you want to bring me down? Because Momo's a part of it too. Okay. Momo's everywhere you don't want to be. She's like a Discover card. Okay. Horrible. Just horrible. The last card you need. Like you're bordering on bankruptcy. You're like, but Discover will give me credit. That's Momo. You're bordering on friendship bankruptcy, but Momo will be your friend as long as you hate everyone she hates. Because she's like 9,000 years old, about to be a granny, and all she can do is hate. She had no time for turkey, no time for anything. She just hate, 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 hate. So single white squirrel is heartbroken, and now she's the belle of the ball. So now all these ladies who wanted her DEAD, allegedly horrible, horrible ladies, like Holly White, who's just horrible, this Texas lady that talks real slow and has guns under her couch, and this other lady who has a soup bowl head, allegedly. She's Campbell's soup lady. They now love the squirrel. They hated her before. Loved her. They were harassing her before. Now they love her. She was writing their names on her arm saying she's going to hurt herself because of them. Now they're in love, okay? And they say, mind your business, even though they put all the business out on Front Street for everyone to talk about. And they all want me to like them, and I don't like any of them. And then when I don't like them, they say, Jolene's a bitch, Jolene's this, Jolene's that. It's like, please don't say my name. Please, unless you're a Destiny's Child, don't say my name, all right? You're putting this out there for the world to see, so don't be surprised when the world watches and thinks you're cuckoo bananas, because you guys are cuckoo bananas, because you're all literally menopausal doing this. It's so weird, okay? Because I'm like premenopausal and I'm already like sweating and shit. So I get it, hormones on parade, but calm it down. Okay. Nobody even takes, exactly. No one should take Momo either, but they do. Some of them do. Okay. So they're all fighting. So this stuff comes out about the nurse. And the nurse is like, oh, fuck, now I'm going to be really busy and no one's going to be able to get a hold of me. Because whenever the nurse gets called out, it's so hilarious. She's like, I'm too busy. I don't see any of that stuff. I'm so busy. I don't reply to chats. I'm so busy. And you're like, but are you? Because I see you on drunk. I see you on drunk. And I see you online drunk a lot. Were you too drunk to wear an ET mask? Okay. Anyways, I digress. So then Momo, she's doing her lives. And then Cemetery Jen and the truck driver later, they exposed this. So instead of being mad at the nurse, this is when Single White Squirrel and them are like, hey, let's do a peace summit. Remember the John Yates peace summit? That went so well, right? When Heidi and John were like, yelling at each other. And Maud One Freud's like, I just want to go to bed. I have a deadly liver disease that's never going to kill me. And so it was crazy, all right? So then she's like, we all have to come together to join the live to take down the truck driver, who I don't even know who the truck driver is. I think I've heard of her before. I think so. Yes, I have heard of her before. And Cemetery Jen. Obviously, we all know Cemetery Jen because she's been on all the teams and none of the teams at the same time. And then the Slytherin lady, who I don't know who she is, but shout out to Slytherin, okay? They're like, she has black nails. Who hasn't? I mean, hello, that's like, okay, whatever. So they try to go against these ladies. And it's like, well, what are you really trying to hide? Because the Slytherin and Cemetery Jen, they're, let's just say, without this, they're not really getting the hits. They're not getting the views without these ladies watching and these ladies watching. And when I say these ladies, you guys, oh my God. There is this lady named Housewives, and I've talked about her once before because she was harassing a 17-year-old girl, being the Zeus Network's niece. Okay. That's when the squirrel lady and all them. So I really think this whole drama was to get off the scent of the fact that the squirrel lady's human trafficking boyfriend's sister was getting interviewed, which apparently is like a big deal. Who cares? It's on the news. I watched the video clip myself, ma'am. Yeah, it says human trafficking right in the thing. I mean, I don't know how to, but I think they've probably always been dating and she like loves him so much. And she's like, you guys made us talk again. It's so weird. Get a friend. Anyways, so I think it's to get them off the scent of the fact that they were doing numerous horrible things. One being harassing this young woman who's 17 and the Zeus Network's niece, who he takes care of because her mother's an addict. And we talked about this in our last little live briefly. And they were like shaming this little girl, this teenager, that her mother doesn't want her or love her, because they're just evil, vindictive, horrible women with alleged drug issues, So then all of a sudden they want to come together and go after Cemetery Jen, the truck driver, and Slytherin, which it's like not even worth it because no offense to them, but they're just doing their thing over there. They're having some table talk or something. I don't know. It's not like red table talk or anything. But yes, that housewives lady is crazy. Apparently here's the thing. This is what these people do. It's like they all took a page from John Yates. They all did. So they're like, do horrible shit, say horrible shit, be a horrible person online. But when you get called out, you have something very serious going on. You're dying. Someone you know is dying. We're all dying. Someone died. We're all dead. Use that. You're sick. We're sick. Children are sick. Somewhere someone is sick and it's affecting you, so you can't be held accountable. And that's what they do. So this housewives lady is like, I have all this horrible personal stuff going on. Don't ask me any questions, while I harass this young person. And then allegedly apologize while crying. Okay. So, but she has all the time in the world to go on all these women's lives, all these horrible women's lives, these just horrendous women, like the most horrible women. Can you imagine the ones that do have jobs, which are few and far between? Their poor coworkers. Their poor coworkers have to put up with them. It's like, oh, that lady at work, you just are like, oh, I don't want to talk to Peggy again. And Peggy's like, yeah, I'm going to offer a smoke break. And you're just like, oh, and she just holds everyone hostage with her anger. We've all worked with that type of lady. These ladies are doing that on YouTube. So rather than be held accountable, they're like, how dare you question her? Housewives have things going on. Well, not enough things to keep her off of line, to keep her offline. It's so ridiculous that these grown-ass women are on there and let me tell you, I saw on Reddit that they were like, Joleen came up with the name Momo. That is not true. That is not true. I did not come up with the name Momo for Momo, okay? I came up with very clever names. I did not come up with Momo. Whoever came up with that, they can have that. But they all act like they don't watch. They're watching right now. Hi, how are you? And they all think I'm so funny until I hold their feet to the fire. The fact of the matter is, I don't want to talk to any of them. I don't like any of them. I've never liked any of them. I've left them all on read. I do parodies about it with Sip and Key. So that's the fact of the matter. And they all think it's hilarious and Jolene's so funny until it hits them, until they're held accountable. They think somehow they're different. They're special. I'm going to accept them. I'm going to anoint them. I remember me and Busy, we did a Sip and Key where I said that the squirrel, the single white squirrel lady, that she did the right thing by not engaging with JY, which she did. And she went off on that. Oh my God. Just like Busy and Joleen, low key supported me. They low key. She got off on it. I'm like, calm your boner. You don't even know me. What do you care what I think? You know? I mean, granted, I am the only person with a conscience compared to these ladies. But other than that, so they want to be liked so much. They want me to like them. They pop up in the chat, hello, and then I tell them to beat it. I told the squirrel, I told all of them, if you were ever a hag, don't follow me. Don't follow me. I'm not for you. I'm not for you because we were calling out JY before it was cool to call out JY. And now you guys want to jump on board for, whatever you guys do that for because you were wronged. We did it when he was just hurting people we didn't even know. We just gave 2 looks at that guy. It took me 1 look at that guy to be like, ooh, good. What in the crack attack is happening over there? Would never support that. Would never support someone like that. Trashy human grifter. Yuck. Ew. But they all gave it a chance. They're like, we tried to be his friend. And now Momo's off saying, oh, we didn't know that the S attempt was fake, but here's the police report and also Mod 148. It's all your fault, even though they all were the ones that were, making excuses for it. No one should question JY. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone joining. For people who say they don't care what you think, they're so focused on what I think, and it's like, who cares? I hope they all hate me. If any of those women liked me, I'd be doing something wrong in life. Okay? Seriously. And also, when is their little community going to stop pretending that Holly White is some kind of voice of reason? All right? She is not. She definitely was going to call Busy's job, put his job information out there. She's a Karen. She's even got the Karen haircut. She's got the Karen teeth. She's got it all. She's monstrous. She's a monstrous, monstrous woman. And she doesn't care. She'll be on these lives and she'll say, well, I didn't care at the time because I didn't like them. So they can go to hell. And you're like, what? What? You're not the voice of reason. You're a horrible woman. Yes. And remember, all these hags that now people want to follow or fangirl, unless their subs are paid for, allegedly. That lady that talks really slow and does 17-hour lives, apparently her subs are bought because she used to buy another YouTuber subs. But that's her business, not mine. So I mean, it's just really, really messy. But you have to remember that all these ex-hags you're fangirling, like, used to do JY's dirty work and did it even knowing he said the N-word. They all made excuses for him, Heidi included. Heidi's on some tirade going, Jolene's racist. Holly White, you are not going to be able to get away with that kind of blasphemy. Everybody knows it. You said me recommending the book White Privilege was somehow racist. Okay, you jump on anything. You know nothing about nothing about nothing. They all said that they went over to our stalker recently. They had a whole segment on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, gross. Quit talking about me. And they all admitted to going over to my stalker and getting wrenched up. Me and Busy Stalker. And they're like, I liked it because they were going after Joleen. Well, guess what? Some people might like it now that people are going after you because it looks like you got some really bad mob tube guys who are racist, misogynist coming after you. And in your logic, we should all be happy he's coming after you. And they're posting, oh my God, this guy that Momo's working with is posting them all up on Twitter and they are losing their shit. They are losing their shit. I love how the single white squirrel acts as though anything happening to her is somehow different than what she does to everyone else. This girl has been a cancer to YouTube. A cancer. I did not even know about her until she joined forces with J1. I was like, ew, gross. But very fun to parody because she's on one. I'm talking fast like her right now. I mean, she's just all over the place. Here, there, everywhere. Where's the squirrels? I mean, eventually she's going to have to take a nap. She's going to have to. But I love how somehow they're like, what they're doing to her. What do you mean what they're doing to her? Stating facts like your boyfriend went to the jailsers for the human traffickings. Okay? Because that's on the interwebs. Your boyfriend's sister agreed to be interviewed by another lady. Who cares? Who cares? That's what you all do. You all do it. You loved it when Sailor Moon's husband was getting interviewed, even though you were quasi friends. You still streamed it, maybe for her, against her. Who? That's what you all do. But somehow it's different when it happens to you. No, 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 no. You've been buying cheesecake from your enemies. Wait, from your enemy. Your enemy's cheesecake you've been buying and talking about it like a psycho. You guys are weird. So they all came together. All these hags came together to do the Lord's work and come together. Hold on one sec, you guys. Hold on. I'm going to be like those YouTubers. Hold on. All right. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my sweet baby husband called. Ugh, they ran out of milk and cookies ice cream. And so he was like, can I get you another kind of ice cream? And that is, I think, what these ladies are lacking. Just someone who cares about them to bring them milk and cookies ice cream. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. So hi, Chell. I just text you back. I will take cookies and cream or cookie dough ice cream. That would be fantastic. And right, like Renee says, take this time to smash the like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit that bell. Hit it. Hit it. The enemy of my enemy makes a cheesecake, and that becomes my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh my God, Daddy's disappointment. You crack me up. That's for real. Sitting around, going live for 19 hours, eating the enemy of my enemy's cheesecake. And no shame. What happened to shame? I miss shame. I feel like people should feel shame. All right? Yes, milk and cookies ice cream, Renee, is so good. It is the best. Ben and Jerry's, the best ice cream I've ever put in my mouth. And I've put a lot of ice cream in my mouth. A lot. Okay? For sure, for sure. I had a Reese's peanut butter cup ice cream. No, me. Love it. Love it so much. So I was trying to get caught up with all this. Hey, short stack, with all this drama for your mama. I think JY's been reined in by Maria Dubs, Lumberjack. She's running his YouTubes now, so she's cutting him off when he wants to go live and talk shit, but I'm sure it's like killing him that he can't get in on this cash cow. Yes, Renee, cheesecake should be resolving enemies, not perpetuating them. Exactly. I can see having spare time for YouTube. These ladies don't even take a break on Thanksgiving, right? Yes, Geneva, I love me some coffee, buzz, 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 ice cream. Okay, I said yes, but I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious. So delicious. But yeah, they didn't take time to spend, and even if they did, they went live right after. It's just like très pathetique. Okay, so they all came together with their mob 2 people. Obviously, it did not last. They tried to get Momo on board. Obviously, the nurse was like, yes. She called in drunk. She was very tipsy. She was like, squirrel, forgive me. I know not what I do. And she doesn't really care, I don't think, if the squirrel forgives her, if Single White Squirrel forgives her. I think she's more worried about the backlash of being a nurse and of being what she pretends to be like a normal citizen, even though she clearly is not. She never left the 8th grade. Okay, these ladies love pranking. So she just wanted to, push it under the rug. So she doesn't have to be held accountable and just blame the truck driver. Blame the truck driver. So apparently the truck driver's having a mental breakdown. I don't believe for Tuesday. I listened to that truck driver. I don't think she's having a mental breakdown. I don't. I think the squirrel, the southern lady with the guns under her couch, according to Lily Rod, and Holly White and the other one, the soup bowl head, are having breakdowns. Honestly, I don't even think Cemetery Jen's having a breakdown. I just think that's who she is. But they're weaponizing their mental health of these ladies. And apparently, the truck driver lady and Cemetery Jen, they've been very open about their mental health situations, which, you know what? That's one thing that I do enjoy in a person. Now, I don't enjoy them, but I do enjoy when people are vulnerable about their mental health. What I don't enjoy is when people who are clearly cuckoo bananas try to pretend they're not cuckoo bananas and put it on people who are honest about their mental health. Think about it this way. If they're really cuckoo bananas, let's say the truck driver is, let's say Cemetery Jen is, how does that make you guys look that you're going live and attacking them? How does it make you look that every day your live stream, your potatoes, and your steak, or whatever you call it, content you do is going after someone who you say is mentally ill? That doesn't make you look very good. That makes you look like a bully. It makes you look cruel. It makes you look pathetic. So, yeah, it's just crazy. Blanche, Dorothy, Sophia, Rose would never allow these fights over. Never. Yes, they all have mental health issues, Debbie says, and they don't take that into consideration when they're pushing each other to the edge, right? And to so quickly go back to people who Single White Squirrel said pushed her. I'm telling you, Reddit has theories, and I believe these people on Reddit, okay? Because they've been watching it longer than me. I think this, what's her name? Tracy Lawn. I think Tracy Lawn, the Southern lady, I think she is fucking with the squirrel. I think they are right because she loves doing that. She loves pranking. I've seen times where they were pranking Cemetery Jen on the phone and just laughing their ass off, pranking JY. Just real weird shit. They don't want to cancel him. They want to play with them. They want to play with racists. They want to cancel racists, you know? So I do think this is all going to blow up in the Single White Squirrel's face, just like everything else does for these ladies. So these ladies are basically 60-year-old bullies, and they're just bullying this girl. And then she's going to, the squirrel's going to be like, I was taken advantage of. She knows. She knows what's going on. She knows. She just doesn't care. She doesn't care. Okay. And she seems to have a bigger following than the rest of these mentally ill people. So she's like the highest on the tier of mental illness for followers. So they're all kind of grabbing at her subscribers because she's got those housewives type who, despite having family trauma and turmoil, will go live and harass a child in your name. Because that's what housewives did. She harassed a 17-year-old in the name of a squirrel she's never met. A lady who feeds squirrels and sits alone in her sad apartment with dollar store decorations on the wall. That's what happened. Okay. Oh, and then, you guys, oh my God, your Crack Elf. Hello. I just watched your Crack Elf's video. Go subscribe to your Crack Elf. Oh, so funny. I like to follow people like your Crack Elf. I like to follow the YouTubers who just never seem to be in the mess. They just commentate on it. They parody it. They make it very, very funny. I love it. The senior women made channels just to fight with each other and get paid for. Yes. These women pretend they want peace. They don't want peace. They want to continue to bully, just like the nurse said. She's like, I just want to bully. I just want to talk shit on Sailor Moon and not go RL. I just want to be able to talk shit and make fun of her. That's what you want to do? Oh my God. I mean, that's just so sad. So sad. Oh, it's been pathetic. Oh my God. And Maria is holding on to Broken on Blast, the nurse, by a thread. She will go where the wind goes. That lady does not have your back. And they're all like, we're here to protect the nurse's job. Girl, she cannot even protect her own job. But I did, coming back around, I did ask my friend, who is like a head of nurses. And he was like, she didn't break HIPAA. When I described it, so they were saying that Broken on Blast, the nurse broke a HIPAA. And you nurses in the chat, you can correct me by talking about the truck driver who was her friend allegedly for 3 years, but she treated like shit, as she does everybody except for JY. Well, she treated him a little like shit too. But, she just wants to talk shit about people on the internet. She just wants to be mean. Anyways, she was talking about a mental health situation that the truck driver had. But since she didn't treat him or her, and the person kind of already talked about it allegedly, it wouldn't be HIPAA. So people are just throwing around these things like, they're all like, I'm going to go legal, you're in trouble, I'm going to get you. Yeah, she didn't violate HIPAA. She violated the bitch code, she's being a major biznatchy by doing that. I mean, oh my God, can you It's insane, the projection. It's insane what they do. Like it's what they always do. So they're all in trouble. They've all done really shitty stuff. The squirrel, the nurse, the Tracy Lawn lady, Holly White, Soup Bowl Head. They all did horrible stuff. They've done horrible stuff. Okay, they continue. They're probably the ones that order me pizzas and shit. You know, they're weird. They're obsessed. They're strange. You know, they've all done it to each other. Anyways, to get any heat off them, they just go and blame it on someone else. It's like, oh, no, it's not me. It's no, this other person is really mentally ill and she's going to come and kill us all. And you're like, okay, well, she's not. She is not going to kill you all. They act like this lady's going to drive her truck through their home and get them. But yet, if they're so scared, they still talk shit. They still get on there and they agitate them, and you know, they just poke the truck driver. If you were so scared, you wouldn't poke. You would legit file something. But you can't because you're a bully. And you're just pushing it off on the people you're kicking down because they don't see the truck driver, Cemetery Jen, and Slytherin as their equals. They think they're better than them. The nurse thinks she's better than everyone. Momo thinks she's better as long as she's attached to the nurse. The squirrel is just très delusional, and these ladies are feeding into her ego. You know, ones who formerly harassed her, allegedly, and made her write their names on her arm and possibly almost hurt herself, are now her besties for the resties, and they're going live for like 1,000,000 hours. I just can't also imagine, I'm letting my ADD just fully sink in, you guys, why anyone would follow that Southern lady who has the guns under her couch, allegedly, because she's so boring. I mean, at least with the squirrel, she's still boring, but she talks faster, you know? But the other one is like, what? Like, you'll say stuff to her and she's like, what? Huh? Really? And it'll be long pauses. Really? What? Huh? For real? And it's like, I'm following along as a listener, but you can't follow along as the host? Very pathetic. Hi, Chow. My husband is home with ice cream, so I will have to wrap it up soon. But I can't imagine that 4,000 some people are subscribed to that. What? How many of y'all can't sleep? If you can't sleep, you can listen to me. Go, what? Really? Huh? No. What? And you can listen to the scrub, like, oh my god, you guys have no idea. Oh my god, they're like totally obsessed with Brooke. Like, I'm obsessed with Brooke, but like she's obsessed with Brooke. Like, I'm the squirrel, I love squirrels. Oh my god, yeah. You guys, Code did not even show his dick. Okay, like he was asked to show the sexting pictures. Like, okay, that Brit lady from Canada, she totally like sent him stuff and it was like worse stuff, but Code's like not the kind of guy he's gonna show because he's not like Johnny Return of the Mac, and he's also not like Chicago menstruation either. Chicago menstruation and Johnny Return of the Mac are like total trash, but like the Codester is like totally different. He's like really a nice guy, okay, allegedly, in my opinion. Anyways, you guys, seriously, but like, let's listen to John. Hi, Benny. Hi, Benny. Oh my god, do you guys hear this song? We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. I have no friends or life. Oh my god, did my family invite me to Christmas? No, it wasn't Christmas. It was Thanksgiving. Was it Thanksgiving? I don't even know what year it is. Do you guys know what year it is? Oh my god, I don't even know what year it is. I tried to go to my family's house and they like locked me out and they sprayed me with bear mace. Who has bear mace? But anyways, these squirrels that I have, yes, they're deformed, but you can tell they're deformed. They're deformed since birth. People say I deformed them. I didn't. Anyways, hi Amber. Remember when you bought a squirrel to kind of tease me and egg me on? Well, we're friends again. But just for now, this is only a truce for this weekend, you guys. We're doing a truce. It's a summon for this weekend. We're not doing it full time. We're not doing it all the time. We're not even going to do it maybe past like an hour from now. But right now we have to do this because serious stuff is happening. Somebody said that Broken on Blast, that her husband did something and was mean to her. Okay. Oh my God. I can't even believe that. Do they fight sometimes? Sure, they fight sometimes. Do they have black eyes? Sure, they have black eyes. But listen, he has never done anything like get rid of her cat or something like that. Like, no way. Oh my God. I can't even believe it. There is a squirrel here. Ah. And then you hear the Southern lady go, what? Who did? Huh? What? And then Heidi comes in. She's like, listen, I do not call people's jobs except for when I try to call people's jobs. I don't go RL except for when I try to go RL. And then Momo's like, I never call a job except for that time I had to be talked off the ledge for going after someone's job. Okay? Which I totally did. I don't lie except for the times that I lie. And it's just so, listening to these women, I have to listen to them in fast speed because I cannot. I mean, I can't watch them separately. They have to all be together having like a summit or something. Otherwise, I'm gonna open a gift I got for my birthday. Ah. Your crack elf says, I can't believe they tried to send guys right to a single older woman, right, who lives alone's home, though. She lives near some of the worst crime cities in the country. So that's single white squirrel. That takes us back to the nurse, egging on in a group chat with Scottish Anne, the Scottish egg. It's you, Anne. It's you. So Anne was like, it's you. And Momo were loving when the truck driver was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to send dudes over there. I'm going to say that I'm the squirrel. I'm going to put her address in. And I'm going to say I'm moving so that these guys come over and take stuff. So just randoms on Craigslist. She was like setting her up for a Craigslist killer. And the nurse was like, do it. I want her to suffer. I want droves, or as Cemetery Jen says, drones of men, weird men, because she said my daughter smoked the pot. And then they all go live and they say, I only did this horrible, atrocious thing because I was mad. And I am not a civilized, mature, emotionally mature adult who can handle my feelings. I must act out like a literal bad seed child. So what would you do if you're in my situation? I don't know. Not do that. Not do that. Maybe if someone's talking crap about your children, don't be friends with them. That's a novel idea. Protect them that way. Don't bring weird, strange, older women who sit online all day and eat their enemy's cheesecake into your life. It's just pretty clear that this nurse likes to surround herself with people that she feels superior to and then make them do her dirty work. And then go live and say, I didn't do it. It was a truck driver. Truck driver did it. Yeah, she did it. But you were supposed to be that chick's friend. You were supposed to be friends with the squirrel. Oh my gosh. I thought like the hot mics that happen during the housewives when the housewives say horrible stuff about their alleged friends were bad enough. But I would hate to have a friend who encouraged another friend to send droves of creepy men to my house because you were mad at me. How about have a conversation with said friend and say, hey, don't talk about my kid online, weirdo. How about don't be friends with people who feed squirrels? You know what people usually do when there are people who feed wild animals? You cross the street. Have you ever been in a park or something? You see someone petting pigeons, talking to squirrels, you would cross the street. You would advise your children to cross the street. What do these people do? Subscribe, befriend. Here's my number. She talks to squirrels, random rabid squirrels, in a tiny ass apartment. She has not a retirement to be found. She is lusting after a human trafficker and a guy who loves Jesus and sending dick pics. This isn't someone who should be followed. This is someone you should hide from. You should run as fast as you can. It is not healthy. It's not healthy at all. Yeah. Oh, I believe that the squirrel, she loves her. She's like, everybody's jealous of the nurse because she's so pretty. It's like, ma'am, we've seen pretty women before. Okay? Okay? So I know you're obsessed with her, but not everyone is obsessed with her. Not everyone thinks the sun rises and sets on her Texas ass. Okay? No. And they all fat shame, yet they were all fat. I don't get it. I just don't understand. It's what I'll never understand about a hag. You know, they followed JY as he fat shamed women and they were all hefty cinch sacks. And I say that myself as a hefty cinch sack. Okay? That's why I told these women, you should be hanging out with, you know, people with a job at least and supporting other women. I said, you could come on. Well, I didn't mean them, but it was more of a joke. Like, hey, you know, you're following these dudes without jobs who fat shame when you could just follow, you know, other women and go to Lane Bryant together, you know, take you out for a 2 for $20 at Applebee's or something. But it's very, very crazy. And then they all either had weight loss surgery or they're sticking themselves with diabetic medication to lose weight. Like the nurse, she said she's taking skinny shots and advising people. I mean, I don't know if she's advising, but she's like, yeah, it works great for me. You know, yeah, go to Torrid. Exactly. Yeah, apparently a lot of us are hefty cinch sacks, which are fine. Like, but don't hate on other women when you're a hefty cinch sack. I mean, the squirrel, I think people say she had the weight loss surgery, and she's one of those weight loss surgery people who then like pops candy all the time. Annoying. Another thing to blame on JY. Yep, your crack elf. Exactly. We didn't know any of these people till he brought them to the panel, right? Oh my God. Not healthy people. No one should be following any of these people. Like, you should just be in the bushes. You guys are too good for this. You're all too good. Anyone within my earshot, if you've never been a hag before, you should not follow these people. You talk to wild animals, but that's normal chronic Kate, okay? And don't get me started on this regular Kate chick. Oh my God, she popped up and wow, holy shit. Early 30s, anyone in their early 30s effing with these menopausal masterpieces, I don't understand. I just don't. Because it's like, you should have better things to do than watch elderly women fight online. Okay? I'm 42. Okay? The party's over, and I'm sober. The party's over for me. But I figure this regular Kate hops up. She's 7 sheets to the wind, and she thinks she's probably another one that likes to be surrounded by people she thinks she's better than, And her and the nurse were hitting it off. Oh my God, they were both drunk, and you could tell like the nurse wanted to impress her, so she would throw in like a big word for regular Kate, because regular Kate's like, look at how smart I am, and it's not hard to be the prettiest hag, and it's not hard to be the smartest hag. Okay, you're probably going to win. When there's no competition, things are very easy. It's like you just walk in and you get a trophy. Okay, so you're right. I think Scamber did too. And oh my God, this woman has a whole new channel, this Scamber lady, and she's transphobic now. But don't worry, she had a trans cousin, so she can say these horrible things. I have been seeing clips of this chick. It was kind of like when she was like, I have a black son, so she can like be and say racist shit. It was weird. And now we're doing that with transphobia. It's like, oh goodness. But it's a whole new community of people who don't know her history, so they're just like, all right. I mean, they just exist to fight with people. That's it. It's crazy. I do love animals way better than people, but I will say there's a time when some of these people need to be talking to some people, and people who have maybe a degree to help them mentally. Okay? Yes. Who appeared on a panel with just Jules? Ew. Who would want to? Ugh. Ew. She's like really horrible. Your crack gal says, oh yeah, we already read that one. Right? Listening to the squirrel at 1 point, I mean, it has to be. It's just, oh my gosh. But real degrees, yeah, not like certificates. Also, word on the curb is that, what's his nuts didn't disappear. The British guy who's got all the certificates. Okay, my name is Stinkfish. I got all the certificates. Okay, I paid for this one online. Got more certificates than I can deal with. It's kind of my Australian/English Stinkfish. Apparently, he's now rebranded himself as Sad Muslim. Muslim spelled incorrectly. Sad with 2 A's. So, yeah, apparently that's who he is. This is under an alias. An alias. Not like a fun Jennifer Garner alias, but like a yucky alias. Who's the lady, you guys will maybe know, that was posted on Reddit? I don't know if it was in the John Yates Reddit or the Bottom Feeders. And she like accidentally had a camera slip and showed her face. And she had like glasses and blonde hair. Something happened there. Yeah, he needs to get off of YouTube. Okay. Oh, Genevra. No, say it ain't so. Genevra, stay away from these people. You're going to fall into the trap. I mean, that's just my opinion, but you don't have to, Who cares what Joleen says? But a lot of these ladies care. Let me tell you, they care a whole bunch. A whole bunches. Ugh, that's him. Okay. Yeah, it's so messy. These ladies are so messy. It's very hard to keep up with. But as I can tell now, Holly White, the Soup Bowl head lady, the Tracy Lawn, who puts guns under her couch allegedly, and the squirrel are working together. with some guy that sends dick pics and wants to slap you in the face with his cock. That's what he said. They went, oh, they were sexting. And these ladies act like, I mean, we're all older, right? But people, they sext. Okay. Now I know this guy, this MobTube guy, the Codester, he's like 50 and he's talking about slapping chicks in the face with a cock. I mean, it's not for me. You know, I'm not going to kink shame. Maybe some people love to get slapped with a cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay. But they were just like, as I'm on my knees, looking at you, swallowing it, you pull my hair. And he's like, yeah, let's phone sex. I'm like, phone sex? What is this, 1992? Bro, come on. Kids sext now. Okay, that's why 50-year-olds shouldn't be doing this. But they were doing that. She released the sex, which I thought were hilarious, because then they read them and they're all like, oh my God. And granted, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but calm it down. I've heard way worse in this little community of theirs. Okay. That was like the most entertaining thing I had actually heard. Okay. I wish more of these people would sext each other and just read them out loud. We need like dramatic interpretations and readings of the sext. So I actually appreciated that more than these women just pretending to be like holier than thou when they're like in bed with human traffickers. Like, give me a break, please, please, please. We've all seen them get drunk. We've seen Holly White get drunk and talk about her vibrator and her tongue thing and all that. We got video of it. You know, it's just crazy. We've seen them all say nasty, dirty things, but a lot of them just opened up wide when some of these mobber tuber guys, okay? And now they're very worried because the Chicago administration's coming after them. And good luck. Good luck to you, ladies, because oof, oof. Yeah, do you go RL? Do you go RL? Ah, horrible. Yeah, what are you wearing? It's just crazy. Oh, yeah. He's like, and I want to choke you just a little till you almost faint. What do you mean almost faint? He's like almost going to kill me. That is so insane. You guys, no fighting. This is for funsies. This is for funsies, okay? If people went on panel, I'm so sorry they doxed you. Very sorry. I don't know anything about that. I did not see that. I don't know whose panel you were on. I missed that episode. Put the timestamp in so I can watch it because I missed it. It's too much because I can't watch 22 hours of someone go, what? Huh? Oh my God, you guys didn't even see that? That was like crazy. It was like, oh my God, there was a squirrel. It's like, oh my God, hi, we got a customer. I'm having Reese's Pieces. I don't even care what to talk about. But anyways, let's talk about Genevieve. Oh my God, she did this and she did that and she did that and she did that. What? Huh? What? Somebody talk about my daughter. Who's talking about my daughter? They said nasty things about my daughter. And that's all these women say. And then Momo was just like, I love my family. We've never had any addiction. My husband loves me. Carlos, I can have a gun. I can have all the guns if I want to. Squirt guns, super soakers, anything I want. If water comes out of it, I can have it. Okay? Okay. Okay. Yes, I can. You know, Momo was in her heyday. Momo is like, no deal. They tried to make a deal with Momo. She said, no deal. You guys didn't protect me against Johnny Return of the Mac. I don't protect you against Chicago menstruation. And whew, good luck. These are the same ladies that thought it was hilarious. I remember the squirrel was like, oh my God, it's so great that Joleen and Busy stalker. And she went in there and she just thought it was so great. And she would like, when we were doing the squirrel thing, she would make, she forgets what she says because she talks so damn much. But she threatened to call my sponsor. Like I have an AA sponsor, which I don't, but she was like, I'm going to call your sponsor. And I'm like, oh my God, this bitch is a Karen. She is crazy. For a parody, she wanted to call my AA sponsor, which I don't even have, but God bless. And also that kind of defeats the purpose of Alcoholics Anonymous, idiots. Okay. So, and then she also was talking about our stalker and saying, well, I know the stalker, maybe I will call him the stalker. You guys didn't like that very much when you had a stalker, you know, kind of throwing that in our face. And then Holly White says she still goes in the stalker's channels like, hey, what's up? Hello. They still modded her, mod 148. Cooch was, I don't know if she goes in there anymore. Someone says she doesn't. I don't really care. But it's so funny that these ladies are like, help us, help us, help us against these men. But yet they love to see other women attacked by men who, like, if anything, these women are antagonizing. They're like, bring it. I'm not scared. They're like, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and I know what you did last summer. Like, what are you waiting for? Come and get me. And then they're like, you triggered me. I don't like to be around men. I can talk about men's dicks and I can say, suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a goddamn dick. But you can't say it to me because I'm triggered. I'm triggered. They need YouTube Anonymous. Yes. Yes. Change the screen name. Be my fake AA sponsor. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah. I hear Cooch, if out of all of them, it seems like Cooch is on the best track as far as the trash goes. She's at least focusing on JY, you know. Yeah, I mean, she's still cooch. She still is a dirty ex-hag. But, I mean, it's more tolerable than the rest of them. I mean, and then Anne has been MIA because Momo, they got struck, their channel. So there's a backup channel that they do. And she has the Zeus Network on it sometimes. And I don't know why. Listen, I feel bad for what happened to Zeus Network's niece, but Zeus Network is trash. The way he talks about animals, the way he talks about anything. Him and Dofi are fighting, and then Johnny Return on the Mac is like, hey, that's my woman. That's my YouTube woman. And Zeus is like, that's my YouTube woman. I'm in Canada, eh? I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Okay? It's so weird, again, that these early 30-something, especially men, like Zeus Network, are hanging out with Momo. Why are you hanging out with your grandma, bro? What happened? You have grandma trauma? I don't know. I miss my grandma too, but she was not like Momo. My grandma was like a nice lady. She was like not a hater. Okay. They must suffer from lack of oxygen. Okay. Hey, realification. I see realification here. Yeah, Anne is pretending to be busy like the nurse. Exactly. But I'm telling you, this is going to break up. And you guys, it's going to be so glorious. So these women are going to screw the squirrel over. She's too weird for them. She just wants to talk about farts all the time, which I think farts are hilarious. And again, you're welcome. I gave them all the fun names. I knew about that Muzz lady's fart, which apparently she's got her own deal going on. I can't keep up with that. I have no idea what's going on there. Okay. And then Holly White should not be calling out anyone else, being any voice of reason, because she's a horrible person. And she co-signed for JY for all those years, and she does have to answer for that. She owes a lot of people apologies, and she did try to contact Busy's work. So she's a horrible person. Hi, Terry Kins. Thank you for the first super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But when she's calling out like racism against real fun entertainment, it's like, girl, please. You stood by a white supremacist John Yates and you went after Busy. Okay? And you also said that other YouTuber who said the N-word was not a racist until she was racist towards you. So miss me. I don't see why any of these people, I don't know if the night sweats are getting to them or what, but it is not, listen, I have to change my t-shirt sometimes at night because I'd be sweating. I'd be getting those night sweats, But you got to just take a shower, start over, get so fresh and so clean. And that's like with Holly. You just can't listen to a word this woman says because she's garbage trash. She's just, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Thank you, not that Lauren Marie. Yeah, I never understood your name until now that I've been watching. Apparently there's another Lauren Marie, right? Who's like in the Mobber Tubers. So, it's crazy. It is so crazy. I want to see what you guys are saying for comments here because I've just been blabbing. But I tried to explain the situation to my friend Jake, and he was just like, so then I showed him a video of like a panel of people fighting, and he said, that's too white trash for me. And he walked away. He said, that's too trashy. So I don't think he's like a fan of like Love After Lockup and all those shows, obviously. Or 90 Day Fiance he doesn't watch. So he was like, that's sad. He was like, it's sad. People are sad. I was like, yeah. Yeah. She's not even that great, right? Holly flosses her teeth and then eats the stuff off the floss. That's what she does. And she thinks she's so big and bad and tough. She's like, ugh. And it's like, Holly, calm down. You're going to have an aneurysm. Calm down. Calm down. All these women need to calm down. We all talk about the grandkids. Go spend more time with the grandkids. I can't imagine my mom doing something like this. I would be enraged. I would be like, Mom, we have to get you to a therapy. We have to get you to inpatient treatment. Something is wrong. But they're all addicted. Momo's addicted to the internet. You cannot tell me this woman is not addicted to the internet. It's so bad. The Scottish egg is just like, it's you. It's no Momo. But it's going to be so predictable and not even that epic when they turn on the squirrel, because they will. She's got human traffic on her. She's too much, allegedly. It's too much, okay? And they can't be near that. Some of them can't be within so many feet of a human trafficker, allegedly, okay? So they're going to turn on her. They were so mean to her once to the point where when she had her mental health crisis, the epic kind Holly White said, cut deeper or something like that. Cut to the K or something like that. And I was like, oh God. And again, the 60-year-old said, I was mad. Well, guess what? You don't have to say everything when you're mad. You can take a breath, go meditate, watch HGTV, read your AARP, do anything else other than go online and tell someone to hurt themselves. Because that is disgusting. Very, very disgusting. So the same things that they accuse other people of is just what they do. It's like when Mod148 says, oh, you guys all said push JY to S. No one ever said that. You say stuff like that. He says stuff like that. We don't say stuff like that. You guys do. So you're just saying what you do. Very strange people. So they're going to turn on her. That's going to be a whole thing. Let's see, Momo and the nurse. I mean, that friendship isn't going to last. If she keeps going with Cincinnati menstruation, I don't think. No, I mean, he's saying R words, N words, all the words. And even Momo's subscribers, which are bottom tier garbage trash, are like, wait a minute. I don't think I can be a part of that. And he's coming after all these women. So we'll see. Exactly, but the victims deserved it. And that's what a lot of them say. When you're following this squirrel weirdo and her manic episodes, you might have to do, they delete a lot of their lives, but that's the great thing about Reddit. They keep a lot of this. So that's why they don't like me, because I'll never be cool with any of these people because I don't know them. All I know is what they put on the internet, which is hot trash garbage. And they're mean people, and they're mean to each other, and they're hateful, and they've been involved in things like human trafficking. And I try to stay away again from people who talk to wild rabid animals and involved with human traffickers. That's just me, though. You got to have your own little mottos in life. But that's kind of, where is Monica? I don't want to mock a woman's looks, but that avatar Monica used was a total misrepresentation. Yes. Complete and utter and crazy. Right? My thing is, what if you never be a hag? Be cool. Don't be a hag. It's like they want some kind of credit now for realizing now when they get fucked over that JY's trash. And you only realize that because you got fucked over. You were okay with them being racist and sexist and all the bad stuff when it worked for you. But then you got screwed over. Your ego got bruised. Something happened with you. And you pulled away. And now you want some kind of credit. No, you're just as bad, if not worse. They're starting to make JY not look as bad as they are, which is pretty sad. Pretty sad. I mean, Debbie says, my granddaughter is my world, and I couldn't imagine acting like a crazy person online. Be a role model and do better. Yes. They want to convince themselves they're not bad people, that what they're doing isn't bad, that inherently they have like this good reasoning behind it, but they don't. They have money, attention. These are women and people who obviously no one's asking why they're online for 20 hours, so nobody cares. So essentially you have people who nobody cares about just going online and, shitting all over YouTube because they have nothing else. Because most people in this situation would have loved ones step in, intervene, wonder, and they don't. I mean, Momo had that for a second, but she didn't care. She had a family member intervene, but the rest of them, I think people are just happy that they're out of their hair. But most people online that much would have someone check in on them. Like, are you okay? What's going on? But they don't care. Yeah, don't be a hag and don't be friends with hags. I don't understand making friends with these people after seeing what they do to their friends. Yes. And they will, if you call them out or question them, which you all should. Critical thinking is amazing because this new like hive thing is like a whole cult. It's like a next level JY cult. Okay, so you're just setting a new era of older women grifters up in succession to JY, But yeah, you should question everything they do, and you shouldn't want to be friends with them. So the minute you criticize them, that's when they're like, you're a bitch, you're a bully. All they do is bully. All they do is bitch. That's all they do. And they hate me because we parodied it. We pointed out how ridiculous and how bad their behavior was. And through parodies, they got mad. And instead, we became the hateful ones in their eyes, because that's how their delusion works. But secretly, they all want me to like them. They do. Even Reddit says, I mean, you go to the Reddit streets, they know what time it is. They're like, oh, they hate Joleen now? They were all kissing my ass in the chat at one point. They all were like, oh, Joleen and Busy are going live. Everybody go over there. Even the squirrel would be like, I'm ending my live, so we can go to the Sip and Key. Because you thought somehow we were going to do dirty work for you. No, we hate all of you equally. We're equal opportunity haters. We dislike all of you and all of your horrendous behavior. We do not like any of you. And I've been very forthright about that. You are trash. You treat people like trash. You bring nothing of substance or good to the interwebs. You're just garbage that unfortunately sometimes we sneak a peek on, you know? I'm allergic to bees. See, well, I think most of us should be. That poor bee filter. It was made for some like 5-year-old child, you know, to get excited and send videos back and forth to their parents or play on their parents' phone. And instead, it's used by a 53-year-old woman with no pants in a studio apartment. And what I'm hearing from your crack elf is a very bad part of Chicago or Wisconsin, somewhere. Okay. Why are you guys fighting in the chat? This is really weird. Oh my goodness. This is very strange. This is weird. This is like a hag channel. Yes, hags have no loyalty to anyone ever. 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 And they repeat the same things over and over. They interviewed my trafficker boyfriends, and you guys just pushed me towards him. And now we're in love, and we talk all the time, and we... And I'm like, oh my God, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And then all the southern lady says is, what? Huh? What? Huh? Who? What? Where am I? Okay, and all Momo says is, I didn't want them to go live, but they made me go live. They made me go live because they say stuff. You don't have to answer every time someone says something. People lie about me all the time, whether it's some of these hags or other people. I don't respond to all of it because it's ridiculous. Who cares? Unless I'm going to make a joke out of it, I'm not responding. I'm not going to go live every time someone says Jolene's a bitch. Maybe I am a bitch. Maybe to you I am a bitch. It's subjective. Bitch is subjective. Okay? I can't correct it. Right? Quit ruining it. This is like not a hag channel. Thank you, Renee. Anyone fighting, just block them. Who cares? This is not... I do not need subscribers on any channel. This is crazy. If you fight, you're getting blocked, bitch. You're getting blocked. Okay? I don't know what changes. I wish they were. I wish they would get rid of all these trash asses, for real. And they make them get a job. But then I feel bad for the people they'd have to work with, okay? Yes, the only bees we like is Busy Blue. Busy Blue is the best. Yes, if you're a problematic character, expect problems. And they all say that. They're like, don't put yourself online if you don't want stuff said about you. Well, the same can be said to you. You can say that to other people, but then you also have to practice what you preach. So then when people say stuff about you, you have to move on with your life. You can't do a million lives about it. You can't go contact their family members. You can't pull up their arrest reports. You just have to move on with their life. If I pulled up an arrest report on everyone who said Joleen is a bitch and I hate her, I would be swimming in arrest reports because you guys all have records. I don't know how you got these records, but you all do. Very, very, oh my goodness. So many records. Joleen said it, you fight. Yep. We do love Busy Blue. We love Busy Blue. We love, love, love. We're like Teresa Judas. We just like to love, 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 love. Love, love, love. Of course, I do think me and Busy are owed apologies by some of these idiots. Again, we were calling out JY and his fuckery way before it was cool for these hags. And these hags aren't even doing enough work. The only person I see putting in the hours is Cooch, honestly. I don't see the rest of them putting in the hours. They're all too busy worrying about themselves, and nobody cares about them. They should all be focusing on JY because he is slipping through the cracks while they fight each other. Over what? Nobody knows you. I tried to even get my friend on board who loves trash stuff, and he said you guys are too trashy for him. So sad. Hello, Chibi. Hello, hello. So we'll never get any of those. apologies, and now you got Mod148 running around because Momo and Ann are calling out Mod148, which I enjoy that. I do enjoy those three going after each other. Just lies on lies on lies. Hi, Tilly. Tilly's here. Forget apologies. Deserve all their misdirect. Yes, you deserve all their misdirected super chats and cash apps. I agree. Who would give these people money? But I'll tell you, if you want to look at problematic subs, and I'm not talking about subs who just hang out and actually, yeah, no, I'm talking about are people who are in the bushes or whatever. I'm talking about people who go panel and then they say, and this panel thing, who the fuck says panel? But now they say it so much that I've said it. It's like the Cheryl's world. They would say panel. And I'm like, what the fuck is this panel shit? It's YouTube, you know? But now they're like, oh, I'm a panel. Okay. But when subs go on these panels with these people and start talking shit, it's now you've opened yourself up to that. If you don't want that, then don't do that. So the number one person I would say not to turn into is Housewives and Mod148. They're two of the most problematic quote unquote subs without their own channels because they're vicious and they're wrong. They're viciously wrong. They're lying liars who like to lie. And they support these very problematic YouTubers who are very delusional and destructive, like Single White Squirrel and JY. Yet the first time they get called out, they're victims. Yet they're the first people to jump on. Someone's always dying. They always have liver failure, but they always got time for YouTube. I'll tell you, if I had liver failure or someone was dying, I would not have time to be on YouTube fighting with idiots, but they got all the time. And then if these people even question it, they go, how dare you? Mod148 is dying. She had someone die. We've all had people die. And we're all dying. If you didn't know that, we all are literally dying. That is, since you're born, you're dying. We are dying. Okay? And we're dying for you to shut the fuck up. Shut up. There's nothing worse than hearing just a borderline illiterate sub. Hey guys, it's me. I have a name, and I troll people online in the name of another lady who doesn't leave her apartment and decorates her house from Five Below. I am here to tell you that you better respect her authority, because this is the only place she feels to have power. I can't. I cannot. Right? Mod148, it's time that you talk about this fake suicide attempt that JY allegedly did. The police reports have come out. I saw them on Reddit. I haven't read them yet. You know, all of this stuff. I mean, you put this on other people. You said it was my fault, Cheryl's fault, Sailor Moon's fault. You said it was all the squirrels' fault. And yet, now you're silent to it. Okay? You brought people into it. Nobody would say boo if you didn't bring people in and you weren't lying about it. So now it's become a problem. Yeah, we were born to die. Yep, Lana Del Rey. I know Tilly. She's so like, yeah. She's so cute. She's so cute. Those three going after each other is the best. Better than watching General Hospital. It is. It's like, catch me outside. How about it? How about that? These people are crazy. They wouldn't mean anything. I don't even care. You know, just as long as you just like stay far away from I would only forgive them if they would delete themselves from the internet. You know, like block their own IP addresses. It's crazy. Chody said that JY had been harassed for 13 years, even back. I mean, Chody, he can't read. What do you expect? I mean, dude, literally, we need to help the guy, and not help him, but I mean, he needs to help himself and, you know, educate himself. No, she'll never admit. She is the biggest JY enabler. And there's just something, she's just one of those like pick me chicks. You'll find them. They hate other chicks. You know, they're very insecure. They hate the way they look. They hate the way they sound. They hate the way they are. They need to be brought up by men, even if it's problematic men. And it shouldn't be a shock that she's in love with JY. He looks just like her husband. He's the gay version of her husband or the straight version of her husband. We don't know, according to Monica, who likes to call everybody gay, you know? So, I mean, if you have, let's just say she's got a type and her type is gingivitis. If you have had bone loss in your gums, she's on it. She's riding it like genuine pony. Okay. If you have had major bone loss in your gums. She's like, she gets horny for it. She's horny for people who've never flossed. If you've never flossed a day in your life and you brush every other Christmas, she's on it. If you have domestic violence charges in your past, she's interested. She's going to take a look at it because she's the type that would go, it was because he dated a bitch. She's that type. That's what the squirrel is. That's what a lot of these women are. The fact that they would talk about people's essays or alleged essay, and weaponize that just shows the garbage humans they are. Garbage. Yeah, scrawny with a bloated gut. Okay? If you got crack belly, she's on it. She's on it. Yeah, she likes them homeless and toothless. And she loves TV. It's not her. She's kind of like, he didn't have me. It's like that Chris Rock joke about the rap songs, like how women, will listen to like a really dirty rap song, like, like bitches come a dime a dozen, so don't get mad when I fuck your cousin. You listen to a little Too Short or something, like I'm sure we all do. And then the girls just dance like, he ain't talking about me, and then he does slap her with a dick, put a dick in her ear, blind the bitch. It's a really great Chris Rock joke that I did not do justice, but, that's how a lot of these women think. They're like, well, he likes me. It's like, but no, he hates you because he hates women, JY period, unless you give him money. He hates, he hates fat chicks. He just does. If he hates me because I'm fat, he definitely hates you guys. Definitely. Okay. Toothless and homeless, yeah. Yeah. And then they took a tragedy, their friend passing away, and they turned it into like, who the fuck loses a friend and then goes live to cry about it? That is some weird shit. That is like minutes after you find out your friend has passed, you go live. That was, to me, I was like, oh my God, leave this woman alone. She already was taken by JY. And the fact that they all were like on a live, this woman didn't have a YouTube presence other than, she was a subscriber and stuff. And she did take panel once and say she could buy and sell us all. But other than that, like, if you really cared about her, don't talk about it. They're horrible. Nobody needed to know that. Nobody needed to know. They could have kept it in their stupid group chats where they talk about sending strange men to their friend's house to get back at them. But they talk about posting their friend's address and their friend's phone number. They could have kept it to that. The look on his face every time she was crawling. Yes. Oh, 148. Yeah. He was disgusted. He's disgusted by her. He's disgusted by you. He's a horrible person. And you're a horrible person too. Yeah, and 148 was munching on chips. So then John had to go live about his friend. He's like, we had one fight ever. One fight ever. Sir, this wasn't a fight. Like, hey, I'm mad at you, didn't call me back. This was you and Chody dragging her, calling her every name in the book, denying that she gave you $31,000+, calling her a horrible person, accusing her husband of hurting her, calling her a bitch, all these horrible, even worse names, see you next Tuesday, for days on end in drunken lives. This wasn't a fight. This woman did not like you. There is no way she could have liked you after everything you did to her. And you should stay away from her. And if anyone did care about her, they would not talk about her online. And he went live to say, look, she got me a Z Cavarici jacket. And she got me this. And she got me that. Me. Yeah, when she was trying to help you, because she probably had her own, Captain Save a Crackhead, Captain Save a Son issues, because there's no other way to describe it than Perry describes it as the second chance mothers, Who's talking about your super chat vilification? Yeah, what a great, yeah, exactly. Like, in memory of our friend, let's go live and talk about all the things she bought me and how I'll miss those things. And now we're on to poop with a blonde lady who doesn't know who you are and Mod 148. And Mod 148, this whole memorial she was doing was just trying to egg on fights. She was just using it as a way for her to take little jabs at the lady she didn't like, the ex-hag she didn't like. It was really gross. Yes, they're still fighting over what? I mean, these women are hard up for dick. Hard up. The most basic, elementary, can't spell dick came in. This codester guy comes in. He's like, I love Jesus. Great, buddy. Cool. Good for you. I'm going to tell a prayer, and then we're going to talk shit about people. And then I'm going to send you my dick pic. And he did a live where he was like exposing these losers, but he spelled losers. So he's like exposing these losers. Bro, I'm just going to tell every woman, even these trash women, you can get better dick than that. You can get dick that can spell. You can get dick that can read. Do you deserve that kind of dick? I don't know. You might deserve the looser dick. Okay? But didn't even correct these things. And he's like, bunch of losers. Oh, not the loser, sir. I mean, can't spell his own name. Losers. Krusty, I'm telling you, losers. Every time he said he felt about what he did, every time JY said he felt about what he did, 148 would stop and say she loved you and implied she loved him. I know, that was disgusting. She has no chill, and that's why I hope Momo comes for her. Good, get her, Momo, get her. You owe it to the community, to your little community now, to get her and expose her. All right, you owe it, because you befriended her, you made excuses for her and JY, so now it's up to you. It's up to you, okay? You got to do that work. You got to put out that forest fire. You got to Smokey the Bear this shit. Because that was horrible. That was horrible to hear Mod 666 up there. Nobody loved you, sir. That woman did not love you. There's no way. I did not know that woman, but she did not love you. You treated her like trash. Trash. Trashy trash. Rabbit's here. Rabbit says, all right, I am coming in for the drama updates. I refuse. You'll have to rewind. We did a lot of updates, Rabbit. There's a lot going on. I can't even keep up, okay? This makes me chuckle. Yeah, they're Rabbit. They are lusting. These hags and ex-hags are lusting after dick from a guy that can't spell. He wanted to do a live about losers, but instead he did a live about losers. These losers. Yes. I mean, the lives are long. The lives are long and cracky. People are definitely snorting Adderall, cocaine, cocaine. When are they sleeping? I love how they're like, oh, hey, we were just live 5 minutes ago. How are you? I just got the best rest of my life. I closed my eyes for 2 seconds, opened it back up, and now I'm eating my enemy's cheesecake. What? Huh? Who? What? People have channels who should not have channels. There are people in this, ex-hags, who have channels. Oh my God. That one lady whose channel got taken from her by the star lady, who I think was in the chat. She's always talking about that. Girl, build a bridge. And now she's hanging out with the squirrel, with the Holly and them. They're just all over the place. All these people were all up in Sip and Key. Hate this person, da-da-da, la-da-da-da. And now they're just, No, seriously, that's all she does. What? Huh? Who said that? What? Huh? Who? Well, Holly, what? Yeah. Hello? Am I online? Hello? Is anybody or any of my alleged paid subscribers there? Hello? I'm here. Oh my God, I'm here. I just dropped. Oh my God. Thank you for giving me all your login information, because that's what I do every time I befriend someone. I am the squirrel girl. Hello, single white squirrel. Okay, anyways, every time I befriend someone, they give me all their login information, all their information, so I can make them graphic designs. I'm a professional graphic design artist. You wouldn't tell it by this shitty stuff that I use on Canva, which is just like real basic and it's really messy and I just put it all over the place. And you're in the hive. Oh my God, you weren't in the hive before. You were in some kind of truck or something. I don't know. Anyways, Coach Stuart's like a really good guy, but everyone else is like total garbage. And I love him. And that other guy, I think his name is like Kevin or Bevan or something like that. Like, he comes to my live. You guys, this is me without a filter, even though I still clearly have a filter on, even though I don't look that great, but I think I look that great. But I'm going to tell everyone else that they don't look great, but I do look great. And you look like total trash. Oh my God, I'm going to eat candy whenever I want to eat candy. Can you guys believe what Jen is doing? Let's see what Jen is doing. What's going on with Jen? Let's take long pauses in our live just to listen to what someone else is doing, because I'm harassing someone, but I'm not harassing someone. You guys are making the human trafficker call me. I don't know if you want the human trafficker to call me. I didn't even know his sister, and his sister did an interview, and I can't believe that woman. I have been hurting, okay? And Zeus says to suck a dick, and I say suck a dick, but it's not the same thing because Zeus telling me to suck a dick, okay? So his niece can go right to hell because that's what I think. But anyways, I'm really sorry about that, but I'm not sorry about that because it's no one understands what triggers me. And I get triggered a lot because there's all of these squirrels outside, and they're like, some of them are like very injured, and people think that I sat on a squirrel. I would not sit on a squirrel. Okay, I'm not Amber, but also I'm friends with Amber, but also it's a truce, but only for like 12 hours. Okay, so we're doing a truce, but it's not like all weekend truce. It's just like a today truce. Well, it was going to be an all weekend truce, but people can't keep up with it. But I'm doing this because it's for like the greater good. Okay, so I'm like doing a really good thing for the greater good. Oh my God, you guys don't talk about Housewives, even though Housewives will talk about you. And she sends me messages like all day, every day, even though she's going through a really big trauma right now. You guys don't even understand what's going on with the Housewives. Have you guys heard from Brooke? Brooke did something really bad to me, but it's not as bad as what Dee did to me. The truck driver, she's horrible. Also, Jen, what's Jen doing? You guys are just all jealous of Brooke. You want to wear her skin, or I want to wear her skin, or maybe I do have her skin. Do I have her locked up? Because we really haven't seen her live since Thanksgiving when she was drunk and put on that ET mask. And I'm sure her family loved that when she's in the loft and drunk and saying she bought stuff online with her family downstairs. But anyways, what? Huh? Who said that? What? Huh? What? Let's prank call somebody. Hi, my name is Tracy Lawn. Allegedly, I have bought subscribers for who? Another problematic YouTuber. I did voice work on King of the Hill. Huh? Who am I talking to? Is this heaven? I pretend to be a gentleman by the name of Brian White. He sang really beautiful songs. Okay? Not like Garth Brooks, but like Brian White. Do you remember? My heart's sitting on go. Do you remember that classic from Brian White? What? Who? Hello? If you're having trouble sleeping, I'll put you right to sleep. I'm sleeping right now. Hello? Oh shit. I fell asleep. No, this is healthy. I like to go live for 19 hours at a time with the lady who talks to squirrels. What? Who? Am I getting my appendix out right now? Huh? What? Who? It's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. It's crazy. Look it. It's Brit. Brit, you sent the sexties. We were just talking about your sexties. Oh, okay. Let's talk about your sexties. That was so fun, Brit. You have to send more sexties to these mob tubers. It was very fun. That was my favorite part of this week, I think. My favorite part is she was literally conversation with herself last night. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so funny. Hi Jules, Retro TV. You know, I don't know. Somebody says someone says Terry something brought him in. Some says but I think Reddit got it down to Holly White brought him in because she did a panel with a bunch of mobsters. So, yeah, apparently mobsters are all over YouTube. What? No. Huh? What? Huh? Who? Yeah, we're bikers, we're mobsters. It's like Cincinnati menstruation is like scaring everyone. He's like Rush Limbaugh, which it's so funny because these ladies, you know, they're like, you know, these hags and ex-hags, they're all like, I don't listen to Joleen, I don't have time for this girl, please. Yet I hear them saying things from my life. Like they're talking about how he sounds like Rush Limbaugh, which I always say. And then one of them in particular, Cemetery Jen, I think on one of the like Slytherin truck driver Cemetery Jen lives, she was like, I was watching someone and they said that there's a podcast about Laguna Beach. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to listen to it or watch it. And the night before I had been live talking about, or like a couple nights before, the Laguna Beach thing. I was like, okay, tell me you listen to me without telling me you listen to me. You guys are, it's okay. I'd prefer you not to be here, but, you know, just own up to it. Own up to it. I don't know any Mims. Oh, Mims is Soup Ball Head Lady. Is that who that is? Is that who that is? Okay. Now let's schedule about you today. Looks like she canceled. What? Mims had a lot about Geneva. Oh man, God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they have like Tony Potato and Anthony Tuna and Cincinnati Menstruation and Johnny Return of the Mac. And they all wear Fila from Kohl's with Kohl's Cash. Actually, you cannot get Fila with Kohl's Cash. Don't try to get any name brand. I've tried with Adidas stuff. They got tracksuits and they wear sunglasses and they got tiny dicks, according to some of the ladies in this chat. So that's kind of, yeah. But they're all like, and I wasn't mob to now me and Sophie Dolphy we're going to start doing paranormal. But I've never seen a paranormal. And then, hey, I'm Cincinnati Menstruation. Hey, my name is Codester, but I don't know how to spell it. What up, brah? My name is Kevbo. Allegedly, I'm not as big as I once was. And these dudes are just as bad as the hags because they're accusing each other of like being on supplements or not supplements. What is it? What is the thing you take to get muscles? Steroids. It's like he was on the roids. He sent me dick pics of this other girl, or not dick pics of the girl. He sent me pictures of her tits, and he's married, and I'm married, and I didn't want to see her tits. I'm like, okay, buddy. Okay, sure. Yeah, you can't get any of the good stuff with Kohl's Cash. Okay. Yeah, roid rage. Yeah. Oh yeah, the soup bowl head lady. I think they call her. I do not understand that lady. Stay away from me with them bangs. And I love a bang. I might get a bang again. But stay away from me with that. It's a flip flop anonymous. Okay. Oh my gosh. Don't forget Mac the knife. Yeah. I thought you said Kohl's Cash. Ew, I know I lied. It's actually not as good. Yeah, you can't use it. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You can use. Wait, can you use Kohl's Cash for that? I forget now. Maybe you can't. I don't remember. I'm gonna just ask Nana. We'll ask Nana on Friday. We'll see. Oh, you guys, no fighting. We're not hagging. The tracksuits and the glasses and all that stuff. It's crazy. They're insane. These guys are like, hey, what's up? I normally don't fight with women, but today I'm gonna fight with women. Also, I'm gonna say the R word, and you're just like, what? I mean, they're just, I do not even know what is, but each hag has their own mob tube guy. He's like, hey, don't mess with Momo. And Momo's like, don't mess with me. Leave me alone. And Momo is like, I could give two shits if Cincinnati Menstruation is coming after you. Holly, Soup Ballhead, and Squirrel, and Tracy Lawn. Give two shits. You guys didn't protect me against Johnny Return of the Mac. Do you know that Johnny Return of the Mac put my head on a giant worm? I'll never recover. It's like, what? Momo. What? And then Momo's in there denouncing other Cubans. It's so weird. It is so weird. She's cuckoo. And she loves to say, I didn't raise my voice. They raised their voice. It's like, ma'am, you may not think you're raising your voice, but to us, it sounds like you're screeching when you talk. It's crazy. I mean, who went on panel against her recently? Oh, MTT, that Mother Teresa lady, who's like a JY apologist. She's a hag, current hag versus ex hag. You know, I love a current versus ex, but nothing is quite compared to the Lumberjack Maria versus Miami Maria. Nothing. Or Restraining Order Maria versus Trailer Maria. Ugh, that was just iconic. So good. This one, not so great. You know, that Mother Teresa lady was like, hey, yarn and stuff. And Mom was like, what? I don't remember. It was just uneventful. It's like, are you going to let me talk? And it's like, no, Momo's not going to let anybody talk. No. And then she has Zeus Nation get up there and he's like, hey, I just dropped a rooster on its head. Like, he's just the way he talks. He's like, my roosters. Hey, I'm sorry, but this guy They must have fought each other. They're all full of blood. I'm like, what? And then him and Dofi got in a fight. I mean, this dude needs to find some male friends. For real. He just wants to hang out with grandmothers. He must have a granny fetish or something. I don't know. Maybe he's into that sort of thing. I don't want to kink shame, but yeah. And then he's just like, I might have to, hey there, sorry about it. But up in Canada, hey, I like my rooster with some maple syrup. I think he might be kind of slow. That's what they say. He said, I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh my God. He said he was going to maybe cook his rooster. And he just brings us in the barn as he chain smokes and is like, I don't even care that Sophie's not talking to me. It's like, obviously you care, bro. You're talking about her on the interwebs. Obviously you had like a crunch on her. Okay. You were crunching and she just wasn't into you because she has a husband that we saw. He came in the background. I was like, oh, there's Dofi's husband. And she was like trying to hide him. And he was like, do like husbands do, you know? He's like, this is my house. And it's just so crazy. These people are so crazy. This is so insane. Okay. Yes, real vacation. Thank you for the super chat. 'Tis the season for calls cash. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, not that Lauren Marie says, I literally never know what's going on. Their community is so weird. So weird. Hey Shawanda, love you too. Ooh, popcorn edibles. Fun. Yeah. Macaroni. It's like, hey, I'm Johnny Macaroni and Cheese. Velveeta shells and cheese. What's up, bro? Yeah, we do mob stuff on the YouTubes. We're from Mob Wives. Hey, Big Ange got more balls than all of us combined. Hey, Anthony the Tuna. Yeah, it's really crazy. Johnny Crack is in the house. Johnny Crack. Hey, Johnny Crack. Johnny. Yeah. Oh, God, I do love a Canadian, but you guys, I am shocked at the amount of Canadians who are in that community and in this drama. Everyone's Canadian. It's like, oh, hey there, someone pops up, they're like, that's my neighbor. And you're like, oh, yeah, sorry, that's my neighbor too. Okay, over in Ottawa or whatever. And I love a Canadian. Oh my God, I love a Canadian. I feel Canadian half the time. Being Minnesotan, I just claim it. I want to be Canadian. But how do you Canadians even know about these trashy people? Do you guys not have trashy people up where you live? Or the Americans? I mean, I know we're known. We have the trashiest, but for real. Hey there, sir. Sorry, didn't mean to show your small peenie to Johnny Mac. Return to the Mac Daddies. Sorry. Gonna get some maple syrup for my labia. I don't know. Crack Elf is great. You should subscribe to Crack Elf. Crack Elf makes some hilarious content. Hilarious. So good. Yeah. You guys. I'm glad I had someone to just unleash all of this onto. That's why I love this vlog channel, because I can just bullshit about this crazy, stupid stuff I watch, whether it's on TV or YouTube or any of that. Because, like I said, my friend Jake was like, huh? Jillian, these people are really gross. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, they're super dupes gross. But it's like, just maybe we could watch, giggle. And he's like, no. They make me sick to my stomach. Like, he had to walk away. It was like, they make me physically ill. And I'm like, gosh darn it. Crack Elf is the best. Johnny Crack is the best too. Art, Johnny Crack. Johnny Crack, are you still making art for this community? You got to make these mob dudes, man. You got to make these mob dudes. Canada has more trash. The Toronto mayor. What? Okay, so that's why you guys like JY. I get it now. I get it. It's all making sense. All making sense to me now. Oh my God, I know, Terrykins. We haven't had to hear old popcorn. How do her friends not help her? Go, ma'am, your lungs are popcorning. Okay, they're all full of butter. They're like movie theater popcorn, bad. They're probably you let popcorn sit out too long with too much butter on it, and it gets soggy. Like, put the vape down. We got to help you. when they were trying to like memorialize their friend, she's like, I'm like, oh God, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. Oh goodness. Says you aren't funny, Jillian. Oh well, that's great. Again, if any of these women liked me, I would think I was doing something wrong. That's why I told all of them to please leave the chat of Sip and Key. Don't sub, don't come over, don't participate. It's not for you. The gift we give is not for trash. And that lady, I don't know much about her other than she seems to always be in something. No, thank you, ma'am. God bless you. God bless you. I hope you're okay. But no, I mean she's a Holly White dick rider, so it makes sense. But I will say, these ladies were big fans, big fans. Unfortunately, you want to laugh at the hags, but you fall into the hag category. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have your hag and eat it too. Okay, just because you now are against JY, even though you went and came back and went, came back, went, left, whatever, doesn't mean you now are somehow immune from this because you're still hagging, but for different people. Different people. Let's see. I never said I wanted to eat her pussy. I have more than enough at home trying for shut up. Did he die? And he said that? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's what they do though. This is just what they do. They call anyone who calls them out a bully. And I don't stand for any of their tomfuckery. So I'm a bully. They love to get on panel. All, all 8 of them, just all 8 grandmas get on panel. And they say, Joleen used to be funny. Girl, please. This is not for you. This is not for you. Nobody cares. You're making a fool of yourself every day online. You got your channel stolen from you by a lady named Star with 2 R's. You are not someone that is that bright. And you're going live going, how'd that happen? Girl, you got bigger problems. Bigger problems. But honestly, God bless. God bless. Because I don't care about Soup Bullhead. I mean, I hope the best for her. But I know she's trying to make a name for herself in this hag tube. So good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. You are a hag. You are a hag. Yes. Not JY nudes. Don't make me barf. Don't make me barf, please. Please don't. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hello? What? Huh? What? Huh? Who? What? Right? Hit that like, you guys. It helps. It's a free way to help. When's the next sippy key? Nest with the mess? I don't know. Busy's been busy moving. I've been busy. I haven't even been doing as much content as I'd like to do on my main channel. But hopefully soon. Hopefully we'll get something soon because we haven't had one since I was live and in person with my man Busy Blue at his new house. You're right, Johnny Crack. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. But hopefully soon. We'll see. I don't even talk to Busy about this anymore. I don't really talk to anyone. Just when I come live here, the rare occasion that I, do, that's the time I can. That's the time I can. Star says, hey, no, I'm just saying that lady will not drop it that you took her channel down. I think it's hilarious because why not? I mean, just to take midstream. I don't know anything about either of you, but I think it's funny that she puts it out there. I don't know how anyone's going to survive this Jules lady. She is. There's going to be a surviving Jules, surviving Cemetery Jen, surviving Soup Bullhead, surviving Holly White, surviving Tracy Lawn, surviving JY. I mean, surviving everybody. So it's crazy. It all jumped yes, it jumped the shark. It jumped the shark. Wasn't she the one they were like star RR and they thought it was a rip? Oh my god, crazy. Crazy, crazy. It's been Nest with the mess. It's been way too much. There is no one leading any type of cause. It's just a wild. It is. It's the wild. It's getting worse. It is getting worse. It's way too wild. It's way too wild. And they have no. There's no goal. There's no end game. It's all are equally as bad as the next. And I feel like the meanest of the mean girls are teaming up on other mean girls that they think that they're better than, like they're classists, you know? I don't know how the squirrel can be a classist. Like she is literally broke as a joke, you know. Um, I mean, come on. Let's be honest here. They all want to rip on each other and put each other down, but I mean, you're all basically kind of the same. Oh my gosh. I didn't know any of that was happening, obviously, so I didn't see it. But now that, she brings it up all the time, I know about it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I heard that lady was one you couldn't trust, soup ball head. Because everyone would say, oh, when Teresa or Terescata, whatever her name is, when she came into the chat, it was like, oh, she's the one. She does some like Momo type shit. Be careful. She's got lots of sock accounts. She's like a Momo. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, good thing I don't talk to any of these weirdos, so don't have to worry about that. Realification says only haters don't think that are hilarious. They tried last year. Where are they now? That was BS because you have been a regular performer. Realification, you are so sweet, but you'll not even have to say anything. Unfortunately, these women, they have no claim to anything. Not even, nothing. Not even fame. I'm just talking like a pay stub, just anything. Why they attack people, that's all they do. So you do not have to say anything. Who is dirty deleting? I have been away. All of them. They all dirty delete because they somehow think. Here's the thing. They all say, I'm going legal. I'm going legal. You're going legal. I'm going legal. We're going legal. We're going to sue a defamation. None of these people could afford a defamation suit or case. None of these people could prove a defamation suit or case. None of these people could prove slander. None of these people could prove anything. None of these people could afford it. None of these people are going to have YouTube step in when Momo says, my channel got struck. Why doesn't Momo just show us the strike? If she says the strike is here's the thing, is questions her subscribers should be asking. Show us that it is a copyright strike and not a community guidelines strike that's being alleged. Show us. Because if you get something like that, like Mod14 Hate struck us with a community guidelines. We didn't get a strike because your first time, I think they'll just take the video away. Like they were telling me, do you wanna? And they were just, because she claimed that she's a private citizen or something, even though, anyway, she got through something where they just took the video. So all I did is put some stuff over her face because I thought, well, maybe that's the issue, that there are pictures, even though they're pictures that are posted online with JY, that JY posted on a public platform. So I'll just put stuff over the pictures, like little eyes over her eyes or something. We all know it's Mod 666. We know, when it is the 666er, okay? So if it's a community guidelines strike like that, normally if you have never had a community guidelines strike, your channel would not be they wouldn't put you on pause. I've watched too much Housewives, but they wouldn't, you wouldn't be on probation. So either they've had that before and this was another one, or there were multiple ones and they are actually legit, or it is a copyright strike that went through that you have to wait like 7 days or something for that to go away. But it's so easy to prove what it was. You can easily just take a screenshot and you'll get a notification in your YouTube studio and it'll say, hey, there's a copyright strike by this person, or there's a YouTube community violations. So clearly, if Momo's not showing it, I heard she died of that. It was horrible. Horrible. Oh, Mod 666. No, she doesn't have that. She doesn't have that. No. She doesn't have that. I don't think she has that. We don't know who has what. We don't know. We definitely don't know. Yeah. Meanwhile, JY snuck off with at least 50K in hag donos this year so far. He's a better scammer than we thought. And these hags are continuing, these ex-hags continuing to help him cover that up by putting their own bullshit forward, like somebody interviewing a human trafficker's sister. Who cares? Who cares? You constantly say, suck a dick, you suck a dick, suck my dick, suck this dick. And then some dude comes in after you're talking about his wiener a million times and says something vulgar to you after you say vulgar things to him. And now you're the victim. I took a break. You took a break. The squirrel took a break to go on IG. That's what she did. She just went on IG and she streams people's lives. She's a weirdo. She has no life. It's crazy. And people believe this shit. It's insane. So while they're doing all this, they're taking away from the JY stuff. They could all be banding together if they really gave a shit and really exposing JY and this fake ass attempt, but they don't care because deep down they still want JY approval or JY likers approval, or they really don't think what JY does is bad. They were just pissed at him in the moment because of their ego, and now they're pissed at someone else in the moment because of their ego. It's all about them. They don't care as much as they want to say they care, and whoever goes has JY and talks to him, it's like you all basically talk to him because you do nothing to stop him or to make right for all the time you took up for him. And the squirrel took up for him, and Holly White took up for him, and the soup bowl head took up for him, and the Tracy Lawn lady with the guns allegedly under her couch took up for him. Momo took up for him. Ann took up for him. Broken on Blast took up for him. They all took up for him. And yet, here they are not doing anything. The only one doing lives about it is Cooch. And she barely knows how to turn on the computer. So if Cooch can figure it out with her, hotspot or whatever she's working with one of those phones from, what are the what are those phone places called? Like the really cheap phone places. I feel like she's always like, "Hi guys, can you hear me? Okay, I'm just gonna." And God bless her. She is just like, "Sorry, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm really annoying." She'll just say things that most hags and ex-hags won't say. She had a squirrel tweet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she passed away. Here's the thing. How do you put this? These people should leave her alone. And if they're going to get online and cry about her and then wonder why people question it, well, it's because you took up for people in the past who have lied about suicide, who have lied about so many disgusting things. And we wouldn't put it past anyone in your community I wouldn't blame this chick. Let's say her family wanted her gone, to say anything to get out of this the way JY was dragging her. But JY has doxed her so much that now we all know her name, her maiden name, her married name, her husband's name, what he's the judge of, where they lived. Like literally all her information's out there. Her LinkedIn, her frickin' Twitter, her Pinterest, her Facebook. I mean, if you find her name, her Facebook is open. And she follows the judge on Facebook. Like it's all, they've doxed her so many times, these idiots who are claimed to be her friends, that it's so easy to find. Now, you would think by now, since they already put all this information out there and made it everyone's business, bringing this woman and her poor family back in, you would think they would maybe share a, what are they called? Obituary or something. I mean, they've already doxed the shit out of her. They've already ruined it. But yeah. After a little time, I don't know whose chats to go in or out of because I can't keep up with who is friends with who. You go in the wrong chat. Just don't comment on any of them. Seriously, don't. Don't. It was mentioned on Reddit, but it wasn't confirmed. I think she's passed, honestly. I mean, I don't blame people for questioning it just because these hags lie. So that's how bad you are. That's how bad of people you are, that people are questioning this. That doesn't mean they're bad. That means you're bad because you've lied so many times to people and for people and knowing it was a lie. You can't tell me, we didn't know. You knew, Momo, you knew. Because in the next breath you go, well, I kind of had a feeling and we knew something was up. Yet you still went live and the nurse wouldn't do it, but you did it about JY's fake S attempt. Okay, cool. They should. They should. I would fake my death too, honestly. You know, I haven't seen any like evidence, not that I'm looking for evidence, but you know, I do know her name because they've doxed her. I do know her husband's name because they've doxed him. I do know where she lives. I know her Facebook because they've doxed that. So, I mean, I'm sure you could look if you wanted to. So, yep, it turns out what John has done. And they're again helping him, which is trash. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think they should go after them. I really do. I hope. Well, Cemetery Jen says she's got a phone number. She keeps threatening this phone number to her family. So maybe she'll do that. Maybe. Maybe. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, only the nurses work, which is not good for anything. Yeah, definitely not good. He took super chats, I think. And then he said, it was just super chats from my haters, just like $1.99. Whatever, bro. It's disgusting what you did. I think he had a live schedule that was like, hey, but now Lumberjack Maria has his login. And so just like she ended when he wanted to go live with Amber, she put a stop to that shit. So, yeah, just chat on my channels. Who cares about them? Yeah, I know. Very sad. Very sad. Not sad for the hags. I give two shits. They treated her like shit, even them and JY. But sad for her family, the people who really cared about her and didn't just use her for stuff. Sad for them, but not sad for any of those loser hags who I would never go live hours after finding out my friend passed. Like, what trash you are. Like, what trash humans to cry. You're doing this as like a sympathy get or grab. And they weaponize this woman's death against each other. Jay was like, no, I knew her better. And they're like, no, we loved her more. No, no, she loved me more. No, she loved you more. No, she loved you more than her kids or whatever. That's what they did. So, gross. Disgusting. You are safe. We're not weirdos. And can her family? I know. Would be fantastic. Yeah, Lumberjack has Jay went on a leash. A leash. So, yeah, they exploited it. They exploited this poor woman's death. And this is a woman who, you know, she definitely didn't make a great impression on this and supporting a racist, druggy loser. But I really feel for her family because, you know, it's sad. It's very sad. Yeah, Lumberjack is the new Home Depot, Jen. You're crack elf. Oh, you're so smart. It's true. True. And Mod 148, she got keys to the golden shower city of the Yates online cottage. You know, she got those golden shower keys and she couldn't handle it. She ruined it and she lost her privileges. So it went to Lumberjack, who is much more boring and much more committed to making shitty sister wives content. I have never seen someone so committed to making shitty sister wives content in my life. He will be wasted, greasy haired, drunk, and she's just ha 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 ha. Yeah, ha ha ha. Good thing we're buying these views, cause woof, woof. That's rough. I need a Momo Lumberjack round 2 as well. That was so good. Thank you, Busy Blues number 2 fans. I know you'll see Nana on my other channel. I think Thursday or Friday we'll go live about the Housewives of Salt Lake City. She's so excited because she got more. She got your birch tree. She told me about it today. She was so excited. Realification. So excited. Yeah, golden shower keys. He's committed. And he's like, I love doing these sister wives. It's like, sir, 23 people liked that status. or something, like 40. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes them. Exactly. It's sad, period. And you think about the person's real children and real family. You don't think about loser hags on the internet exploiting it. That's what you don't think of. We were in group chats together. Oh, because maybe she had like a strange addiction to this craziness too, as you loser hags do. But oh, that's what Lumberjack's doing? Okay. I was like, she's got to be getting something out of this shit because, Jesus, Lumbee. Lumbee. I know. It is so transparent. It is so transparent. I compared it to one of my, because if he's known for like Sister Wives or 90 Day, I compared it to when I go live for Big Brother and the engagement I have compared to his engagement, like likes and comments. It doesn't add up because when I have my big numbers for shows, it doesn't. Even when I don't have a lot of viewers for some of the housewives stuff I cover, I still trump him in like likes and stuff. And he's got all these alleged views, and you're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, just a second. Check his cottage for drugs. That doesn't make sense. He's definitely allegedly buying views and all that stuff. Because it just doesn't make sense. It does not make sense at all. So, whatever. All right, guys. I am going to go eat my ice cream, hang out with my hubs. I think he's chatting with some of his friends. I hear him laughing. So, laugh together time. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe on your way out. Feel free to share my video. Shout out to all of you beautiful people who joined me live, and no shout out to people in the bushes who are clearly listening and loving it. You wish I was your best friend, but I don't like you. Okay, I'm never gonna like you. But sub to your crack elf, please. Everybody sub to your crack elf. Let's get your crack elf well over 1,000 subs. Your crack elf deserves more subs than all these loser bitches combined. Your crack elf actually has talent and does good shit and makes great content, okay, and exposes JY's loser ass when really his friend should. Okay, all right. Rewind if you missed anything. Have a wonderful night. Shout out to my mods that joined. I know I just do these impulsively, so I never plan them, so I'm so sorry about that. And like I say on my other channel, remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.